Hi, today we're going to be doing found object stamping is what I like to call it. So using household items, trying to think of things that you might have lying around your house that you can use to make patterns and do printmaking with. So here's what you do. Some things that are really cool to use are like egg cartons. Bubble wrap is really fun. I have some cardboard here that I just peeled off like the top layer of it. And then you start to reveal that texture, which is really nice. So this is basically a mono printing technique. So it's very simple. I have paint. You can also use ink for this. You can use like speedball block printing ink, or you can even use, like, depending on what the objects are that you're stamping, you could even use like a ink pad. You just brush the paint on. Try to look for things that have cool shapes and textures like this too. You might need to go a little heavy on objects that are made out of cardboard because the cardboard kind of absorbs the paint. So you can go a little bit more of a heavier coat on cardboard and absorbent objects. Okay. And then you just make it like a stamp. Try to push evenly on all the parts. And there you get a cool shape like that. Maybe you could do it again. We could try to push down in the center part to see if we'll get that center shape. Because on that one we kind of just got the outside shape. So I'm just pushing inside with all my fingers. Let's see. Oh yeah, now we get that. So that's one way to get some kind of texture. I might come here and try to do some layering. Maybe I'll do green. And I'm gonna do bubble wrap. This one's really fun. Try not to pop the bubbles, because if you pop them, then they don't show the texture. Oh, love that. It's such a fun texture. So this is basically just a way of making textures. Let's try the cardboard. So I'm doing layering here, but you don't necessarily have to do that too. You could do just pattern making where it doesn't overlap, but I think it's kind of fun to do layering. So yeah, you can just experiment with it doing layering like that. I'll do some other textures here to show you some other examples. Here are my finished pieces. As you can see, I used recycled cardboard, produce scraps, upcycled materials like plastic containers, and you can cut them into shapes to make patterns. So go ahead and use whatever you have around the house, any shapes that you might think are interesting, and experiment with it. And then with your prints, you can use these to create covers for books or cards, or just to hang as individual mono prints. Have fun!